Top 10 Lone Wolf Quotes to Inspire You in 2023. Have you ever wondered who would be called a lone wolf, or what characteristics a person might have when she is said to belong to this group of people? If you're curious about knowing more, I suggest that you keep watching and hear the number of lone wolf quotes that we have prepared for you today. In this article, you will find 10 lone wolf quotes, which would help you both empower your personality as a leader and as a human being who'd wish to know more about people with such characteristics. But first, we'll give you a general idea of who would be regarded as a lone wolf. It is very common to hear people uttering the expression of lone wolf. However, not many know who could be considered a person with such a personality. People with leadership qualities, who usually stand out among their peers and are like the alpha in their pack of wolves, are assumed to own such inner features. Similar individuals also like to do some of their work alone and execute their plans perfectly when necessary. One of the many reasons that this type of person chooses to set foot on such paths is that they are not afraid of standing alone, and working solo can never rattle them. Number 1, I don't need people around me to make me happy, Mick Jagger. When it comes to lone wolves, being alone could never be a scary thing, and they never bound their happiness to others. Instead, they try to build that happiness on their own. Number 2, the lone wolf is stronger than the pack and so it survives, Michael Alvear. If a lone wolf gets into trouble, she wouldn't need the help of others to get out of a difficult situation. This can also mean that whether they are followed by a group of supporters or not, they can always rely on themselves. Number 3, the wolf on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill. For lone wolves, both destination and the goal matter, and they never try to lose sight of what they want. To them, knowledge is power, and they always welcome the challenges along the way with open arms. Number 4, scars are just a treasure map for the pain you've buried too deep to remember. Jodi Picoult. People with lone wolf characteristics are not afraid of showing their scars, which they gained on their road to success. And they are very proud to wear them as medals, because without those scars they wouldn't be where they are now. Number 5, you have to learn how to be lonely before you can know what it means to love somebody else. Sarah Geo. Self-awareness is the number 1 step in moving toward greatness, and people who get to know who and what they are before getting into a relationship always know what to look for next. Number 6, I'm never lonely when I'm alone, because there's always something inside me that keeps me company. One admirable trait about lone wolves is that they are driven from within, and their strength is not defined by others but by what shapes their character as goal-driven individuals. Number 7, a true lone wolf wishes not to lead the pack, but to lead itself. Eric Kay. This quote indicates that a lone wolf's number 1 priority is himself, herself. Because if you fail to lead yourself as a person, then what is the point of leading a whole other group of people? Number 8. The lone wolf is the most dangerous of all wolves. He has no pack to restrain him. A person who is a lone wolf never looks at obstacles as a problem but more as a lesson. Therefore, such people would never let anything stop them from getting what they want. Number 9. The lone wolf is not the one who just survives, but the one who wins. The word losing does not exist in the dictionary of lone wolf people, and for them, everything is about winning. These individuals are not afraid to push back against the forces that may try to hinder them. Number 10. The lone wolf is all too often misunderstood. It is very common to see people criticizing lone wolves for their choices, and they may even be misunderstood on some occasions. However, this would never affect their mentality, because to them power means being different from others. Nowadays, some people tend to choose seclusion to achieve success, and as lone wolves, they rather to be fighters than quitters. Therefore, it is very common to find lone wolf quotes, which applaud such characteristics. As a result, we gathered some of the most inspiring lone wolf quotes to help you build up your personality as a strong individual and make you take pride in who and what you are, so make sure to subscribe below.